And as you let your body and your mind find its own peace, as you begin the process of relaxation, allow yourself to feel the luxury of letting go of anything that you were concerned about or worried about before this session. Anything that you need to attend to, you will attend to at the end of the session. But for now, you can totally experience this session as a complete therapeutic journey. And to do that, you bring in all of your attention and allow all of your own letting go, letting be, giving away tension, and just keeping what you need. And with your eyes nice and closed, you're breathing in your own flow, your own rhythm. If you can imagine a way that even the muscles in your body experience a letting go of tension. And as this happens, as your body and all of its muscles, even the joints, all of your tendons, even your skin begins to soften and just relax. I don't know if you can notice the way your eyebrows even soften and your cheeks. And even the tongue can feel a little heavy. Perhaps your shoulders can drop down as you let go and loosen that tension. Or if there's any place in your body that you tend to hold tension, visit that part with your focused mind. Allow it in your own way permission to just let go of any tension, to experience your own freedom as you sit or lay comfortably with nowhere else that you need to be, relaxing down to my voice. Relaxing in a way that you feel extremely comfortable, that you can feel content. And if I was to share the responsibility with you, do what you need to do to enhance your level of comfort. Any small adjustments, any mental reminders, a healthy acceptance, knowing that relaxation can help your conscious mind understand and accept, to receive with tenderness wonderful suggestions that can be accepted by that other part of your mind we sometimes call the inner mind. I like to think there is something determined about that inner mind. Somehow it likes routine. It likes to feel comfortable. And sometimes it becomes comfortable with uncomfortable things. We can sometimes question why, deep inside of us, we can continuously throw out reminders of discomforts, insecurities, nervousness. And just like they've had a pathway in, as you breathe down, relaxing more, you can create your own pathway out. Relaxing down 10, 9, 8, relaxing deeper to 7, 6 and 5, becoming 4 and 3 and 2, relaxing all the way down to 1, where you can imagine now of all the work that you've done for yourself, deliberately and even unintentionally. Some of the results tend to be more favorable than the other results. Perhaps you may notice that you're on the right path to emotional wellness, having made adjustments to habits and behaviors, feeling successful as you continually strive, working on your potential, knowing even now that you are successful. And if you think of insecurities, what they may mean, or what they used to mean, could you imagine what your picture of a successful version of you with less insecurities and more securities may look like? There come times in our lives where certain behaviors were adapted for certain reasons. But that was a younger you. Even if it was 2 and 3 months ago, that was still a younger you. If you no longer do some of those old habits and old behaviors, old rituals, whether it's work in progress, it's still success. And each day that passes where you do not engage in old behaviors that did not serve you at some point in time, when that time created the decision in you to make changes. And when you made those changes, with a number of setbacks or not, have a look at your success. Notice perhaps that any insecurities about going back to old ways, they're just thoughts. You can have as many insecure thoughts as you allow yourself. It's your actions, your behaviors that count. So ask yourself, what is it that I really want now? What is it that's getting you where you wish to go? For each day, you have an opportunity to do one thing different. Whether it be one thing different in the kitchen, in the garden, even on your hair, even the TV shows that you watch, or the literature that you read. Or the route that you take when you go to work. Each time you introduce your brain to something different, I like to say there's a little bit of confidence that gets added to your mindset. And to be a little bit afraid of anything in the past, or of anything in the future, or even of the present moment. To be a little afraid, a little insecure. I like to say that fear is natural. But what is it that you're truly afraid of? There's a book that I know titled Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And from the title, you'll realize that you don't even need to read that book. You just need to read and embrace the title. Feel the insecurities and be the version you want anyway. There's been many times, have there not, where you have shown courage and moved through fear? If you were to look back at your life, even starting school, you needed courage. New jobs, new relationships, friendships. Usually when we try something new, there's a possibility that there's a little bit of fear and insecurities. But if you can look back and know that you've done this, that, and the other in multiples of tens of thousands since you were born, well, that indicates that you've had a lot of courage and you've taken action. So if you are enthusiastic about anything or curious, decide what new thoughts you wish to bear in your mind. Because sometimes old thoughts and old fears, they just expire. Some old habits had a positive or a negative at that time. From this day forward, perhaps, things that stopped serving you and caused you discomfort and grief, you can feel absolutely secure that you won't go down those paths again. And if you notice that life and circumstances, finance, work, and what's going on in the world is rather confronting, and you're still on the right track, well, then this goes to show that you have decided to explore your potential and yet to continue improving. Knowing that old thoughts, they're just like old record players. Old behaviors are just like old movies. You don't have to worry about how you behaved as a 5-year-old. That's just so old. If you're worried about how you behaved 6 months ago, push that far behind. Make it so small in your mind's eye that you barely have any connection with it. For that was then, and this is now. So take a moment to imagine yourself right now. As you really question how secure you actually do feel, how comfortable you are exploring and learning as each day passes, leaving behind other days that are already in the past. So take a moment to just imagine yourself with all the choices that you have, the wonderful opportunity of change, the way you've embraced acceptance, how you've allowed mistakes along the way teach you things, and to just accept that life happens. As you continue to appreciate what you have, and when you're ready, with all of your securities and comfort, you can slowly come to wakefulness as I count up to 5, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Eyes open, feeling fresh and ready for the rest of the day. Nice and relaxed, just like that.